Yeah, it's a very sunny day out here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the creators of BoJack Horseman, they have a show on Amazon Prime. It's called Upended. It's excellent. Recommend it. I'm watching Upended the other day, and the main character, Alma, she survives a near-fatal car crash, has to see a therapist to deal with all the mental trauma, and she's playing a little blackjack electronic game. I remember I had one of these, early 1980s. She's playing the blackjack game while she's talking to her therapist, and the therapist is looking at her, Alma, looking at playing with her blackjack game, and the therapist says to Alma, "A lot of my patients who have PTSD, they fixate on an external object because it's a way of distancing themselves from the real world." And you know, I'm a watch obsessive, and I see a lot of things through the prism of watch obsession. I'm watching this, and I'm saying, oh my God, that's me. I don't deal very well with the real world, and I fixate on watches, my external object. And the reason why I don't deal well with the real world, for me, the real world is a loud restaurant. And inside a loud restaurant, there's so much noise, I really can't hear anything, can't process anything. I withdraw, I disappear into my little world, and I think about watches. So, McMahon, what thoughts have you had recently about watches? And I've been thinking a lot of things about watches because I'm a watch obsessive. And one of the things is, I am a low-profile watch dude. And you might be one too. I'm a low-profile watch dude. What's a low-profile watch dude? A low-profile watch dude is a guy that's into watches, but he has a low profile. What I mean by that is, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a doctor, I don't have to wear power jewelry at boardroom meetings. I'm not a TV star, I'm not a TV personality, I'm not a political pundit, I'm not an action hero in a movie where I save the world from zombies. I'm a low-profile watch dude, on one hand. On the other hand, you know, I'm at a point in my life where I could probably buy almost any watch I want, maybe up to even $3,000. In fact, I've been looking at a Seiko Astron that looks to me like a futuristic Grand Seiko. It's $1,700, and I'm thinking, I like that, but what happens if I scratch it? And so the scratch factor is one of the questions I think you should ask yourself if you're just a low-profile watch dude. Let's look at this. Question one you got to ask yourself when you buy a watch. At what price point am I willing to have a watch knowing that I'm going to scratch it? How much buzzkill can you absorb when you scratch a watch? Some of you are like, que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. You know, you're going to scratch them up, that's part of life. Then some of us are more OCD. We're going to be totally miserable and sour and bitter when we put a gash in that $2,000 watch, that $3,000 watch. You got to consider the buzzkill factor. The other thing you need to consider if you're a low-profile watch dude like me is you want your watch to be self-expression. Yes, you want that nice satisfying wrist presence. It satisfies you just like the Citizen Tough 42 is very satisfying. But you don't want your watch selection to drift into self-flattery and vanity. You know, I have a saying about myself. I don't do well with vanity. Vanity kills me. I have a saying, when I play the piano and I show off too much, I tend to make mistakes. And the saying is, Jeff don't like Jeff too pretty. Jeff don't like Jeff too pretty. If I get too pretty on the piano, I make mistakes. And the reason why is that I'm committing a sin or a violation of art. In art, the piano playing is in service to the music. It's not in service to me or my ego. You know, there's some actors, I like them because they're so amazing at acting that their ego disappears and they become the character, and the character helps tell the story and the story unfolds. But there are some actors, I'm not going to mention them, I don't like them because they're so egotistical. They're saying as they act, ooh, look at me, look how amazing I am, I'm a virtuoso. And you know, oh, it's you, yeah, you're a good actor, but you're a little too good for your own good, if you know what I mean. Jeff don't like Jeff too pretty. Watches can be too pretty, man. They can be too full of self-flattery. I used to wear these oversized watches. You know about that. It was embarrassing. It's like, you know, the bodybuilder wearing a tight shirt at a restaurant. Look at me, man. My gold chain, my mesh tank top. I've been teaching for 30 years. Wasn't that good of a teacher in the beginning because my ego was too big. I was trying to look good instead of working in the service of education. And I'm better now because I don't really care about my ego. I want to educate people. I want to educate the students. My ego doesn't mean squat, thank God. I wish I could have had this frame of mind when I was younger. It would have made my life a lot better. What are you going to do? Self-flattery sometimes just gets tacky. I can't wear gold watches or diamond-studded watches. I freak out when I see watches that are gold or diamond. I go, whoa, no. It reminds me, my parents took me to Italy when I was a little kid. We were on these Italian beaches, and there was these like 300-pound men at the beach wearing banana thongs. I think we call them Speedos in America. And I'm like, Mom, that man don't look right. And my mom says, close your eyes, son. It's going to be okay. You know, just like, to me, a gold watch or a diamond-studded watch is the equivalent of the 300-pound dude at the beach wearing a banana thong. Can't deal with it personally. You know what I mean? So, I think you need to look for that balance between function and self-expression without going too far into bling world. Random Rob has a video he posted about 6-8 weeks ago. It's of a Citizen Montbell titanium 42mm. It says function is beauty. I think I've looked at it every day. I think I've looked at that video every day on Random Rob's channel. I think Bruce Williams is going to be making a video of it soon. How come you haven't bought it yet, McMahon? That must be telling you something. You've been on the, you've looked at that video every day. I have a feeling I might be buying that. That might be my watch, my signature watch. I don't know. So the final thing you got to ask yourself, if you're a low profile watch dude, ask yourself, man, don't buy a watch that's so blinged out, so expensive, so terrifying to own because you're afraid you're going to scratch it, that it becomes your Gollum watch. Gollum had the one ring. He's living alone in some kind of a misty cave, and he's petting the ring, and he's going, my precious, my precious. I'm like, Gollum, get out of the house, get some sun, take some vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin A. You know, you got scurvy, bro. You need some protein too, and you need to work out, and you need to go on a date. Get out of the cave, man. Don't get a Gollum watch. And that's why I'm a little iffy getting that Seiko Astron for $1,700. There's also a Citizen Atessa I like for about $13. Ooh, for me, I don't know if it's my comfort level, man. I don't know if I want a Gollum watch. Hey, are you a low profile watch dude? Let me know what you think. You might be on the same wavelength as I am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, till next time, I'm out.